between flight and forgiveness. Some moments stretch forever, even when they last only seconds. This was one of them. The diner felt smaller as the men stepped inside. Their presence filled the room like a shadow with weight. I stood frozen. My father grabbed my arm. "Now," he whispered. We moved fast. Out the back door, cold air hit my face. Footsteps followed. Fear sharpens the senses. Every sound felt louder, every breath heavier. We ran through the alley, turning corners without looking back. I didn't know how long we ran, only that my chest burned and my legs shook. Finally, we stopped behind an old warehouse. My father leaned against the wall, gasping. "I'm tired," he said quietly. Those words hurt more than the chase. For years, I imagined this man as strong, untouchable. Now I saw the truth. He was human, and he was broken. "I never wanted this life for you," he said. "I wanted you free." I looked at him, really looked at him, the man who disappeared, the man who watched from a distance, the man who left. Anger rose in me. "You left me," I said. "You let me grow up without you." His eyes filled with tears. "I know," he whispered, "and that pain will never leave me." Silence sat between us, heavy, honest. Some forgiveness does not come quickly, it waits for understanding. "I don't know if I can forgive you," I said. He nodded slowly. "I don't expect you to." Sirens sounded in the distance. Time was running out. "I have to go," he said. I felt panic rise. "Will I see you again?" He hesitated. "I hope so." He pressed something into my hand, a small key. "If anything happens to me," he said, "this will tell you who I really was." Then he stepped back. One last look. One last moment. And then he disappeared into the darkness. I stood there alone, the key tight in my fist. I had found my father and lost him again. Some endings are not loud. They arrive quietly, carrying understanding instead of answers. The key felt heavy in my hand as I returned to Detroit. Heavier than metal. Heavier than memory. I didn't tell my mother about the diner. Not yet. I needed to understand what my father had left behind before I spoke. The key opened a small storage unit on the edge of the city. Dust filled the air as I stepped inside. Inside were boxes, old photographs, letters, and a truth that had been waiting for me. I sat on the floor and went through everything. Photos of my parents when they were young, my father smiling, free. Letters he had written to me but never sent. Every year, every birthday. Some love does not disappear, it hides. At the bottom of the last box, I found a document. It told the whole story, the money, the betrayal, the threat, and the reason my father could never return. He had stayed away so I could grow up alive. That night, I sat beside my mother and told her everything. She didn't cry. She already knew how this story would end. "He loved you more than his own life," she said softly. I nodded. For the first time, I understood that love does not always stay. Sometimes it sacrifices. Weeks passed, then one morning a letter arrived, no return address, only my name. It was short. "I am safe. I am proud of you. Live the life I couldn't." I folded the letter and held it to my chest. I didn't need more proof. I didn't need more answers. Some stories don't end with reunion. They end with peace. I still walk the streets of Detroit, still searching for purpose, but the shadow that followed me for years no longer feels heavy. It feels understood. My father did not raise me, but he protected me, and now his silence finally makes sense. The past no longer chases me. It walks beside me, quietly. The end. Ethan's journey has shown us that the truth can be painful, but hiding it is even more dangerous. Every letter, every step, and every conversation carried a lesson. What did this story teach you? Leave your thoughts in the comments and let us know how you felt. This is not the end. It is the beginning of a new story, one that will change everything. Don't forget to stay close to our channel. Another story is coming soon.